Hi everyone, this is Adrian Del Rio with PCG Commercial. It's that time of year when we provide CoStar market data reports specific for apartments, multifamily, and mobile home parks throughout California, Tennessee, plus other states that we service. All you have to do is click on the link with the report that you're most interested in. It could coincide with the geographic location where you're domiciled, where you own property, or where you're thinking about investing. There's absolutely no cost, no obligation. We love providing this data for our clients plus our potential clients. In addition, if you don't see a geographic location on here or you work in retail, industrial, or a different property type, you can feel free to message us and we can look up that data for you in not only just in California, Tennessee, plus in all other states nationwide. We have data for all of that. And again, we're happy to provide that for you because we love looking and talking real estate. Now we're headed into 2026. 2025 started off with the new presidential administration with immediate introduction of tariffs, huge budget cuts, plus a lot of decreased government spending, which really scared the markets. They didn't know if it would cause huge amounts of inflation, if labor prices would increase, if material costs would skyrocket. But what companies in the economy did is they built it on all in, which really slowed things down, plus created a lot of uncertainty. And one thing we know from being in the market is individuals, private investors, mom and pops, institutions, they really don't like uncertainty. Markets don't appreciate it. But what they did is they reacted negatively. They increased rates to slow everything down in order to see how everything would cycle through. Now headed into 2026, we're very optimistic because charts and graph show what's behind us. Typically, they have 60 up to a 90, 120-day lag time. What's really telling of the market is our brokers and lenders that are actually transacting, looking at deals, speaking with buyers and owners in the market to tell you what's going on going forward. And I can tell you that there are increased amount of phone calls, inquiries, tours, evaluations we're doing, which is very positive. Plus, the type of buyers that are inquiring on our deals are also ones that are experienced, they're well capitalized, plus they own and they understand the market. We're starting to see less of the creative financing folks inquiring on our properties, which is a good sign. It means we're trending in the right direction towards equilibrium. Right now, the biggest, hottest topic in real estate is interest rates. A lot of sellers are gearing up as we've seen the federal funds rate lower. We've talked about how it works inversely oftentimes with long term mortgage rates. But the hot topic is owners believe that they're going to get 2021, 2022 pricing as we decrease in rates. We could eventually get to that with sustained decreases in rates over time. However, just to give you a basis, we're still about 2 to 3% on rate above where we were at the 2021-22 level. So that gives you some perspective. However, I'd like to offer you a different philosophy perspective that we're focusing on with clients is not to be focused on interest rate, however, to be focused on the property and its income. How do you increase net operating income? Obviously, the first option is to do your allowable rent increases. That's the easy one. There's also ways to create what's called RUBS through a utility reimbursement program. Are there ways to recapture or get reimbursed for some of your utility expenditures? Another, insurance costs are super high. Are you able to stabilize it? Are your utility costs super high? Do you have leaks in your plumbing, or is the common area electrical coming on for longer periods? Are there tweaks that you can do to your operations to either stabilize or decrease your expenses so that way your income increases, thus giving you a higher value? Lastly, and this one's very important, if you're looking to sell or refinance, the importance of having verifiable documentation cannot be overstated. It is so important to have a rent roll, trailing 12, 24, up to 36 months, your lease agreements, your income and expenses, your bank deposits showing that the deposits where people actually paid you rent. All of this will make your property more attractive and more valuable to the market and to lenders. I can't stress that enough. If you're going to sell or refinance, the importance of having your documentation in line, and we have templates that we can provide if you need them as well. In closing, where we're headed in the market, if you're a person considering selling your property and it's one where it's like, hey, I want to just test the market to see where we get on price, this is not the market for you. We have not reached that type of market. This market is for an owner that has life situation and operating a property where it's giving them potential problems. They're tired of dealing with turnover, with tenants, with evictions, maybe high maintenance costs, or maybe as an owner you've experienced some health issues where it's time to put a succession plan in place where, hey, I need to sell it, then transfer the equity via 1031 or another vehicle into another investment that is easier to manage on a monthly and annual basis. Or you may just need the money. This is the type of market where you're going to be able to sell and there is a buyer for you and there's equilibrium. The main thing is to not only look at past comps, but you're going to have to compete with what the active listings that are out there. What are they offering on cap rate, price per square foot, price per unit, rents, what improvements they've made. Those are all things that you're really going to have to study before going to market and pricing your asset. However, I do see 2026 being a much more robust year than 2025 in real estate. I love to talk real estate. There's never an obligation or cost to do that. Just feel free to message me, call, reply to this email. Happy New Year to you and have an incredible 2026.